Hello and welcome to Lakers NLysis episode 14. Lots of Lakers news from the past week. And we begin with last night's game in Boston, which we lost. And now we are on a 12-game road losing streak. Yep. And the road trip is not over. We still have games in New York, Detroit, and Milwaukee before going home for Valentine's Day. We have a 17-36 record, so we actually tied last season's win total last week. But that's probably the only positive thing from all the games, because still we build leads and let it go, or we're just not able to, like last night, contain Isaiah Thomas in the fourth and they run away with it. We've won only 2 games of the past 10 games, so I'm not going to talk about the 8th spot in the West for a while. I let it go. Yes. So 2 more weeks until the All-Star break. D'Angelo and Brandon will play in the Rising Stars game. And this week's news, Nick Young will participate in the 3-point shooting contest, which is excellent, if you ask me. He deserves to win. He worked his butt off in the summer, all facets of his game. We didn't even expect him. I didn't even expect him to be back on the team this year. He's playing great. He's, strange as it sounds, one of the better players on the team, shooting 42% from deep. He's third among the participants in the contest, behind Lowry and McCollum. Also, guys like Irving and Klay Thompson in the contest. So, lots of competition. It's going to be a great 3-point shooting contest, like it was last year. That's actually the best part of All-Star Weekend, probably. So Nick is my vote to win the 3-point shooting contest. He's only the 3rd Laker to participate after Michael Cooper and Byron Scott. So maybe he'll be a Laker coach one day, just like Byron. Just kidding, I guess. Nick surprised us by playing defense, so he might surprise us by becoming an excellent coach. Anyway, from Nick Young, the ever-smiling Nick Young, it's only a small step to the man with the best smile in NBA history, Magic Johnson. And that's the big Laker headline of the past week. Magic Johnson, 24-karat magic, is back in the air. Yes, that's a Bruno Mars reference. Yes. 24-karat magic in the air. Whoo. Yes. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? It's Magic Johnson. Yes. After meeting with Jeannie in January, the announcement came on Thursday that he would be back with the Lakers in a advisory role. Now, in the press statement, there's a whole list of what he's actually going to do with the team. Let me read it to you. Johnson's duties will include, but not be limited to, advising ownership on all business and basketball matters, collaborating with coaches, and Luke's excited about that, evaluating and mentoring players. Now, all the players reacted great. They're all very excited because, Magic's one of the best of all time. He's going to assess future franchise needs. We need a little something for the future. And helping ownership to determine the best path for growth and success. So he's going to do a whole lot. And still, we're not really sure what the role's going to be like. He's not going to be a GM. He's probably just going to be high in the basketball operations. And he's going to report to Jeannie, who's the president of the team, of course. And Magic said we're only one superstar away to contention. Now that's excellent to hear. With all the young talent, he's probably right. We need a superstar, a guy that when we lose leads in the fourth or we don't know where to go in the fourth quarter, a guy you just drop the ball to, he's going to make the big shots. We need that, of course, leadership. And D'Angelo is not Magic Johnson at age 20, because Magic at age 20 was just excellent. He was a leader. And D'Angelo was not that, and he probably will never be a Magic. I mean, it's not bad if you never become Magic Johnson if you're still a really good player. So, But he's going to mentor and develop those guys. And of course, D'Angelo being a point guard more than others probably. But what will it mean for Jim Buss? That's the big question. Because Magic and Jim, they've had lots of tension over the past years, especially for the last 4 years since Dr. Jerry Buss died. Magic's been very critical of Jim about the coaching hires, about the management decisions, about not being able to sign big-time free agents, even the past summer, And then he gave away his title of still being the president, because he tweets a lot about the Lakers and Jim, and the Lakers just said, well, let's cut ties with Magic, but now he's back officially. He has an official role with the team. And we should be excited about it because he's one of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, 5-time champion, 3-time MVP, and everybody loves him. I mean, come on. If you find a guy who loves basketball who doesn't love Magic Johnson, even his biggest rival, Larry Bird, loves Magic Johnson. He's great. So he will be in free agent meetings, which is good because we need a big name, a big star to attract those. He said it. We're only one superstar away. Yes, if you add a player like, LeBron's not coming, Kawhi not coming, Paul George type players, he would be excellent. Yes, of course. So what will it mean for Jim, who put himself he gave himself a deadline 3 years ago. LA Times 2014 said, if we are not in the Western Conference Finals in 3 years, I'll step down. That's this summer. And we are not going to be in the Western Conference Finals. I'm not sure about that for 100%, 99.9%. Yes, we're not going to make it. So, and what will it mean for Mitch then? Because, they pretty much tie to each other as being the two guys that run the basketball operations, Mitch being the GM and Jim being the president of basketball operations. And Magic, he will not be the GM, as I said, so they probably look for a GM, for a young guy that's already proven on the job. I'm not sure about a name yet. Will it be someone with Laker ties or just a phenomenal basketball mind? Not sure yet. The great writer Mark Heisler is always coming up with Jerry West as a guy that the Lakers need to get back. I'm not sure the Lakers will get him back, and Jerry West is old and his health is not as good, and I'm not sure about Jerry West. I mean, he's great. He's great, Mr. Clutch. Also, it would mean that we have two guys with a statue outside of Staples work for the Lakers. Him and Magic. So let's wait and see on that. But Magic and Jeannie, their relationship is way better than Jeannie and her brother Jim. And Jerry Buss was a big time fan of Magic Johnson. He gave him a big contract just to be with the Lakers forever, and he viewed him as one of his family. So, and Dr. Buss, he wanted the Lakers to still be in the Buss family, consider Magic be part of their family, and the Lakers will always be in family of Buss hands, run by Jeannie or the younger brothers, and that'll be fine. So Jim. And the funny thing is that Magic said that he had a phone call, a really good phone conversation with Jim Buss. Will it be enough to keep Jim in the mix? Probably not. And Magic said that on that phone call, he said, he's calling the shots. I'm just here to lend advice, but I'm not convinced. He does not like him. Lots of interviews where Magic attacks Jim Buss, and then Jim replies, I remember an article in the USA Today about Jim Buss. He's just after my position. He wants to run the Lakers. Guess what, Jim? Guess what, Jim? If he's there to replace you, that's an easy call. That's an easy call. Yes. Magic. 24 karat Magic in the air is excellent. Magic Johnson back with the Lakers. Everyone's super excited. Genie excited. Laker players excited. Luke Walton excited. I'm excited. Lakers NLysis. Of course I'm excited. It's Magic. What else? Not a whole lot. We play 5 more games until the All-Star break. I'll be back after the 5th game, February 16th, right after or right before the All-Star festivities. So I preview all the All-Stars and everything that comes to mind then. We might have news. We might have some player news, some Magic news, whatever, Trade deadline coming up. You never know what we're going to talk about. I'll see you guys February 16th. For now, Metta World. Peace out.